Hello guys, Dusty here, and I sort of fixed the audio issue, didn't I? Yeah, hopefully. Let me know if it's acceptable. If it's not acceptable, I will try to fix it further, but for now, I kind of just have to deal with it because webcam software is a pain in the tuchus. I just said tuchus. Anyway, moving right along here, we picked up some stuff today, but I do want to show you a pickup that I didn't get today. That isn't necessarily a video game, but it's just something that I like to show you guys anytime I get a new computer or what I'm dealing with. But yeah, I picked up this. It is an HP. I'll give you the model number quick. Model number M6K022DX. And now this thing's kind of cool. It looks strikingly like a MacBook. In fact, if this had an Apple behind it, I would have believed it was a MacBook, other than, the bottom of it's this black matte stuff. But yeah, one of the biggest things about this that I'm happy about is, which I never thought I'd want this in a computer, but it's a touch screen. You can touch the screen and it does stuff. So yeah, I never thought I'd want that until I realized how convenient it is. And yes, it is running Windows 8, the bane of my existence. But it's almost kind of tolerable with a touchscreen, and I'm getting Windows 10 on it, July 28th. So hey, that's something to look forward to, isn't it? But yeah, you may be wondering, well, how much should I pick up this dandy for? $125. So yeah, definitely very nice. The only problems with it were, first of all, the operating system was shot. Windows 8 was just shot. Nothing worked. None of the drivers worked. Nothing like that worked. So I had to figure out how to get it Windows 8 running again. Now Windows 7, it would have been an hour. It would have taken me an hour. I just put in a recovery disk. Well, actually, this thing doesn't have a disk drive, so I suppose if it had Windows 7 on it, I'd be screwed. But I would put in a recovery disk, and Windows 7 would just reinstall. With this, I had to download. I tried every method until I realized maybe I'll be able to download a Windows 8.1 recovery setup. I wasn't able to, but I was able to download the Windows 8.1 upgrade because it's running Windows 8.1, and it was running Windows 8.1, but I was able to run the upgrade and reinstall it that way. So that's how I got it up and running back again, working to fully functionalness. If you're wondering, yes, it does have beat sound, man. And beat sounds, oh my god. Worst, well, I would have to say this is some of the worst sounding PC speaker configurations ever, because basically what Beats do, don't mean to offend anybody who use Beats, but basically they put crappy tweeters and overpowering subwoofers in their headphones to make them sound relatively, some people like it, I guess, is the best way to put things. Well, with this computer, they put crappy tweeters in it, but they also put a crappy subwoofer in it. So it sounds terrible, guys, and it has Beats branding all over it. Like, it has a Beats logo right on the speaker there, Beats audio up on the thing there, like a Beats symbol on the bottom of the computer, just Beats everywhere. But yeah, still a cool computer, nice aluminum construction, definitely a professional machine. This is going to be my work machine, and I'm going to be able to use my Asus K73 as my home machine. The only one big problem with it, though, for me, is you can't see them on the screen too well, but scratches. Yeah, the wrist guard scratch. So I'm gonna try to polish that up. But yeah, you gotta see my computer, my new computer. But yeah, it's like 15.6 inch. So now I have a 15 inch, a 16 inch, and a 17 inch laptop. I'm pretty much set for anything. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, how does it play Minecraft? Really freaking well, actually. Like, I don't know if they just designed this processor for Minecraft, like the processor in this machine. Has 6 gigs of RAM, which is crazy. I should go over the specs too, shouldn't I? 6 gigs of RAM, an AMD quad-core processor, clocked at 2.1 gigahertz turbo boost, I think 2.5. So, yeah, and only 1 thread per core, so it's a 4-core, just that processor. But yeah, it really plays Minecraft well for some inexplicable reason. Maybe because it has variable VRAM, because it has integrated graphics, so it takes from the RAM that's in the machine rather than having DDR5 just set aside for the processor. So I'm doing a bunch of, I'm talking about a bunch of stuff that nobody cares about, so I'll probably put up a timestamp to skip all this stuff. up front. But yeah, moving right along to the actual pickups for today. And all these were picked up today. I think it cost me a total of $22, $23, $24, $25, $26. Because I'm on a budget right now. I just bought a freaking new computer. So, $125 down the drain right there. Still need to get a phone. Gonna have to sell my Chromebook, I'm sure. Which, I mean, my Chromebook will pay for that. So that's actually a pretty good trade-off. Being able to pay for my pay for my very functional laptop with a, Chromebook that, it's a Chromebook. So, that's all I have to say. And I like it. I like my Chromebook, but I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it. But I did pick some stuff up today. So I went to the pawn shop and I found some actually exciting Xbox games. Exciting Xbox games. You wouldn't believe it. Because, I already have Conquer Live and Reloaded, Crazy Taxi 3, Shenmue 2, all the Xbox games that a man could really want. In fact, all my Xbox games are tipped over there because I accidentally, I kick the stands when I sleep and they just fly over. It's terrible, but it's a terrible situation. I need to get my game room done. But yeah, I found some games that I'm excited about. First of all, this is actually one of the more expensive Xbox games. More expensive as in, it's an Xbox game, so $15. But Gauntlet Dark Legacy is what I meant to say. And yeah, so this is a $15 game for the Xbox. I think for the PlayStation, it's a lot cheaper for some inexplicable reason, maybe because there's more of them. I don't know. But yeah, has the disc, manual, good condition, everything's great. $2. Couldn't complain about that. And yeah, then I got something that's not necessarily as valuable, but just, you can't pass this up. Oddworld Munchie's Odyssey. Yeah, look at this cover. It's so freaking cool, and the back's so freaking cool. Disc's a little scratched, manual's in decent shape. $2. Why not, right? So, then we've got the garage sale. Okay, well, yard sale rather. So I was driving to work, right? And so I'm driving to work. I see this yard sale, and the cool thing about yard sales is everything's out in display, so you don't even have to stop at them. So I'm looking at the tables. I see a GameCube, and is basically my reaction. If I see video games at a garage sale, I go haywire. All bets are off. I'm going, and I'm checking, and I'm looking. So yeah, I looked at the garage sale. The GameCube was an Indigo GameCube. Yes, the one that I don't have yet, but I passed on it because it was as is. Came with a third-party controller, no hookups. So yeah, I'm not going to overpay for an Indigo GameCube. That one was really ratty shape. So yeah, GameCube was the pass. However, they had a lot of other cool stuff. So basically, I'm just going to tell you the price that I paid for all this. $22. Well, it was originally going to be $20, but I was like, hey, can I throw in this? And he's like, $2. So I was like, okay, whatever. You could have thrown it and made it an even 20, but fine, make my life a little bit less convenient. No, I basically went head over feet in this deal, but I might as well show you guys all the stuff and kind of the order of most importance. So, first off, I got in this $22 deal Atari Flashback 2 with controller here. So that's pretty cool. I don't have the Flashback 2. I actually have the Flashback 4. Didn't come with an AC adapter. I don't know if this one... I don't think this one takes batteries. I think the Flashback 4 takes batteries, but this one doesn't seem to take batteries. But yeah, it has the Atari 2600 hookups, everything ready to go. Then you can change it from color and black and white. That sounds pretty cool. But yeah, I've always liked these things, so now I'll have one to put on display. Then you can mod these to play You can mod these to play Atari 2600 games, but probably never going to go to that trouble. Not even sure if it works, but hey, it was part of the deal, so you can't complain about that. Then, this is where things get a little bit more interesting. Sega Genesis. No cords, no hookups, no controller. Part of the $20 deal. It's beat up. It's scratched up. It's not in good shape. However, it was part of the deal, so why not? Plus, you'll see the rest of the stuff that I think of. So I would say that would equate to, how much the deal was worth, right? About that's about $20 worth of stuff right there, right? You would say maybe the 10 for the Genesis, 10 for the Flashback, right? Well, this is where things go crazy. We get and I have no idea how much these are worth, but they're worth a lot to me because they're really cool, and they're the first thing I've ever found from the system. These are the ColecoVision. Look at this marketing with the name here. Super Action Controllers. Super Action Controllers. Can you make a better name for a controller? But yeah, they have the buttons on the inside there, joystick up there, numbers, and wheel here. But yeah, each of these came with the deal. ColecoVision, awesome. I can't remember if these are actually worth anything. I'm definitely keeping them. But I don't remember if these things are worth anything. They might be. They might not be. I know ColecoVision accessories kind of range in price. But I'm happy to have these because eventually I'll get a ColecoVision and this will be my controller of choice. Or this one. Either one. I don't know. Yeah, and I wonder if these do anything on the Atari 2600 too. I'm going to have to check that out because they have the same plug. But everything has this plug. Maybe they'll do something on the Genesis too. I could play... Yeah, there we go. Play Sonic CD with ColecoVision Super Action Controller. That we'll need to see if that's possible. Okay, we will see if that's possible. I might tack it on the end of this video, and I might show you see if things actually work because I haven't tested any of this stuff, so it may or may not work. Then something that I'm kind of excited about, but is like, this is just gonna pay for everything probably. Or actually, is this the version that? Yep, I'm keeping this one because it's the version of the Super Nintendo that I don't have. This is a Super Nintendo. Oh, yeah. This is a Super Nintendo, but it's one of the earlier ones. You can tell it's kind of started yellowing, but I can reverse this. This yellowing isn't all that bad. I can kind of reverse it with, the peroxide or the new method that Adam Korlick tried out. I might go with that one just because it's so cheap. By the way, check out Adam Korlick. He restored some of these things. But yeah, I have to keep this one because it is technically a console variant. If you look inside here, it has a little thing that stops the games from coming out if you turn it on. Like, yeah, not all Super Nintendos have those. That's pretty cool to have one of these because I don't have one of them yet. So, and it also comes with a. I'm breaking things, guys. I break things. That's what I do on this channel. Subscribe. No, it also comes with a Super Nintendo controller. So, hey, that's pretty cool. Super Nintendo controller. I am going to need to clean up the D-pad. I might have to replace the membrane in there because this one is really rough. But the buttons work nice, so that's pretty cool. I haven't tested the controller either, of course. I always use my program pad when I play Super Nintendo, so I never use the first-party ones. But, hey, it's good to have two Super Nintendo controllers now because I only had one. And my SN program pad. So now I have two first parties and an SN program pad. So now, one of the things that I'm most excited about, besides that, now that I know it has the thing in it, and it's the console variant that I don't have of the Super Nintendo, that and I don't have the Mini yet, then I'll have all the Super Nintendos, won't I? But yeah, this is something I'm kind of excited about, because you don't see them everywhere, alright? The gold Super Nintendo controller. The Gold N64 controller. Yeah, Gold N64 controller. Do not have this color yet, so I'm very happy to have this color controller. It has a little give in the joystick, but it'll definitely play fine. It's a little dirty, but can always be cleaned up. And yeah, it's N64 controller, and this is the thing that cost me the extra $2. So I paid $2 for a Gold N64 controller. Not too bad, if you ask me. But yeah, I'm gonna have to test to make sure all this stuff works. In fact, I'm kind of thinking if I should do this live. I don't know. My room's a mess. Can you excuse my room being a mess and me having all of the stuff that I'm shipping to sell, so I can, I can kind of live, and buy video games, because this stuff is expensive. I hope it's moral enough of me. I keep anything that's a variant. That is my rule. Anything that I don't have already, even if the difference is a little thing inside the Super Nintendo here, I'm keeping this because I don't have it already. And I'm always looking for stuff that I don't have. And these ones are a little bit heavier, if you didn't notice. But Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that I'm shipping out. I'm not selling all of my collection. This is just all stuff that I already own. These variants of. I even keep all the variants of the PS1. Little known fact. But let's see if we can move my webcam here. I don't know where I'm gonna. Oh, I could mount this on my chair right here, and then you could probably see this. Yeah, so you don't have to watch if you don't want to see everything work and everything at this point. But yeah. Yeah, just do that. But yeah, everything's a mess in here. So, we're doing this, guys! Hopefully you can still hear me in the microphone, too. That's a thing that we need to worry about. We'll turn the TV on. Okay, so what do we test first? We'll test the Jenny. We'll test the Jenny first. Jenny's just right here. Okay, move. I don't even know if I showed you guys the setup yet, but yeah. See if the power light goes on. Power light's on. That's good. See if we can plug her in. Plug it in, plug it in. And you know what? We might have to do this. We might have to see if stuff works live now. Let's see if this thing works. Well, let's just switch things to the right input first, because that might help. Let's see if she works. Black screen. It's great so far. I am stepping all over packing in it, by the way. What? Oh. 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 Would you look at that? It functions! So yeah, functioning Sega Genesis for all of part of $20. Not too bad. In fact, I bought my Sega Genesis that I have right there for $20. So, not too bad. That was when they were worth a little bit more, though. They've gone dramatically down in value since I bought my Jenny. I know, but now we need to test the Super Nintendo, which is over here. Okay. We'll use. I'm not gonna throw Earthbound in this because honestly, I don't trust this. That and I think Earthbound's in my box somewhere. We'll use Terminator 2. We don't care about that game. All right. See if she powers on. She powers on. Plug this in. And I'm not going to be able to test the flashback properly because... Nope, that's the Wii. Why is my Wii on? Can't remember which of these is... Hey! Look who has a working Super Nintendo again. Another one. See? Pretty sweet. So yeah, they both work. $20. Can't complain too much about it. Eject it. That's always fun. It's part of playing a Super Nintendo game, ejecting it. Not because you dislike it. Well, that's the funnest part of Terminator 2 for the Super Nintendo. But yeah, maybe I should just shut up. But yeah, that's it. That's everything. What else do I have to say? Oh yeah, and you're seeing my Zelda Messenger bag too for the first time, aren't you? It's back there. Just looking all cute. But yeah, is there anything else I have to say? Not really. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully all that audio recorded. Yeah. The video is 22 minutes. Holy crap. It's just, I don't want to give y'all motion sickness or show you my dirty desk. Look at all this stuff sprawled all over my desk. Oh, and those are the games we just saw. Look at that. Okay. I'll see you guys later.